Welcome everyone to NXT Halloween Havoc, Week 1 results. The show opened up with false count anywheres between Kaden James and Roxan Perez. Good match. I just wish they actually fought, just not outside the ring. That I didn't like. Roxanne broke a piece of 2x4 across the back of Kaden James. There was like Halloween decors outside the ring. That's where she got the piece of 2x4 fence from. Kaden James smashed her in the face of a laptop out of a purse, then pulled out a steel chain, choked around the ring post. Roxanne kicked in the midsection, got free, then drop kicked like a trash can right in the face of Kaden James. And then Roxanne ran at her. Kaden picked her up and power bombed her ass on that trash can. Way to go, Kaden James. Roxanne Perez ended up hitting Kaden in the face with her purse. Then Rock Pox outside the ring for the 1-2-3. Then after the match, she dumped the contents of the purse out. And there's pieces of brick that came out. So it's supposed to understand that there's a brick in the match. But when the cameraman zoomed in on the pieces of brick, you could tell they were a foam brick. That was hilarious. I laughed my ass off when I seen that. That was funny. There was a foam brick instead of pieces of a real brick. But Roxanne picked up the win. I was hoping for Kaden James. Next up was the debut match of Brian Pillman's son, Lexus King. AEW when he wrestled, which they didn't do shit all nothing with him, by the way. Surprise, because it's AEW. He was known as Brian Pillman Jr. So WWE, he can't be called that. So he's called Lexus King. He came out on a throne. That was cool. Get it? Because his last name's King. He took on Dante Chen. That's no easy task for your debut match against Dante Chen. Because that guy is like a martial arts guy that just loves to kick you, punch the way at you. And there was no point like that. Was nothing in this match. He hit a running uppercut on Lexus King. Big boot right in his face. Roundhouse kicked him. Spin kick to the midsection. Open hand palm strikes. Lexus King finally hit a super kick to the face. Did a kind of unique submission hold in the corner. That was cool, but he had to break it by the 5 count before he got disqualified. Then he delivered a swinging neck breaker off the ropes for the 1-2-3, so Lexus King won his debut match. That was good. I see big things for him on NXT. Well, I hope they do big things with him on NXT. Next up was semi-final time of the breakout tournament. You had Jordan against Grace. Terrible match. Grace Irish whipped her in the corner. Irish whipped her in the ropes. Didn't do nothing after she Irish whipped her into the ropes and corner. She just did the Irish whip. That was it. Like, you at least followed up with a move, right? Jordan did one cool move, which is a flip over leg drop. And then they fought on the top rope. And Jordan elbowed Grace in the face. Never even touched her. Grace fell off the top rope to sell the move. Jordan picked up the win with a split-legged moonsault. That's just my phone ringing. Sorry there. To advance to the finals. The other breakout NXT Star Tournament matchup was Lola Vice against Kman. Bell rang. Within a few seconds, Lola Vice roundhouse kick. 1-2-3. She picked up the win. I love Lola Vice. She's awesome. She had Lecter Lopez outside ringside. Next week in the finals, it's Jordan versus Lopez. The winner gets a title shot because none of them are newcomers, so they don't get a contract and a title shot. Since they're currently on a contract, they just get a title shot. Next up, NXT Tag Team Title time. Adrian Chase Duke Hudson of Chase University with Thea Hill and Jason J. Ringside took on Tony the Don and Top Stacks. Before this match started, the Creed brothers came out and said that they were robbed of last week's Battle Royal from Roberto and Garza, so they want payback. So Chelsea Blackheart and Scott, who was at ringside, dressed up. One was dressed up as a sexy vampire. The other one was dressed up as Edward Scissorhands. They said spin the wheel. They spun the wheel. TLC for week 2. The Creed brothers against Alberto and Garza. That's going to be one hell of a match. Anyways, back to the match. Tony delivered a flapjack on Adrian Chase. Left him on top rope, so Top Stacks delivered a drive-by kick. Tony then spine busted the holy hell out of Chase. They worked on him for quite a bit. Adrian Chase enziguri kicked Tony. Tagged in Duke Hudson. Duke Hudson came in. Back-to-back sidewalk slams on Top Stacks. Dusty Rhodes elbow punch combos on both guys. Then Tony threw top stacks at one point in the match outside onto the challengers. Back in the ring, AD and Chase started doing the Randy Orton stomp on Tony. Spelling out Chase U University. And while that was going on, top stacks DDT Duke Hudson on the edge of the ring apron. That looked nasty. I cringed because that looked not good, but Duke Hudson got up, which was good to see. JCJ slid in a crowbar to AD and Chase. He refused to lose it. She got up on the ring apron and started yelling at him to use the crowbar. He said, "No, I'm not going to win like that." Tony went at Chase. Chase moved. Tony knocked JCJ off the ring apron onto the floor, and then Chase rolled up Tony with a 1-2-3. We have new tag team champions, and AD and Chase and Duke Hudson. Great tag match. Check it out. Next up, no disqualification. Gingy versus Blair Davenport. These two women have been brawling backstage for months now. They finally had a match. Gingy set up a table. It took forever setting up. Then Blair Davenport disassembled the table and grabbed their table and set up. I love Booker T's response commentary. He's like, apparently she didn't like the first table. Apparently that wasn't to her liking. That was funny. Gingy sidewalk slammed Blair onto a trash can. Then kicked it right in her face. Blair Davenport did a couple kick strikes. Then grabbed it was a leather strap with spikes on it and just whipped Gingy with it. Gingy went down the ring, grabbed a normal leather strap, whipped away on Blair Davenport, set up a table by the announce table. Then she put Blair Davenport on a chair and delivered a Mia War off the announce table onto the chair. That was cool. Both women fighting again on top of the announce table. Blair Davenport Falcon Arrow Gingy off the announce table through the table. Rolled her in the ring to get the 1-2-3. Your main event was for the NXT Women's Championship. Becky Lynch against Ali Valkyrie. Match of the night. This was definitely a good match to be main event. Both women were evenly matched. They exchanged blows, kick strikes to the midsection, forearm shots. Both women collided in the ring with a crossbody. That was cool. Becky went to do a leg drop off the top rope. Ali Valkyrie moved, roundhouse kicked her. Then did the Becky moves on leg drop off the top rope onto Becky, but Becky kicked out before free. Becky returned the favor later on. Ali Valkyrie got up the top rope. Becky jumped up and flipped over Stone Cold, stunned her ass. But Ali Valkyrie got her foot on the ropes before a free count. Before I forget, when the bell rang, Ali Valkyrie quickly went for the roundhouse kick and Becky moved out of the way. Ali Valkyrie hit the roundhouse kick again, but this only stunned Becky. Becky landed the corner. Ali Valkyrie ran. Becky moved out of the way. Becky hit her face on the turnbuckle. Ali Valkyrie then ran out of the corner with a powerbomb. Becky Lynch applied an armbar submission. Ali Valkyrie rolled her up for a 2 count. Becky reversed it back to the armbar submission. Ali Valkyrie rolled her back over and applied a submission hold of her own. Becky got free. Becky hit the exploder suplex into the corner. Then she delivered one hell of a rock bottom. Like, she got some height on that rock bottom of Ali Valkyrie. She kicked out. Becky got pissed. Went for a second rock bottom. Ali Valkyrie roundhouse kicked her. Almost won the title, folks, but Becky kicked out in the nick of time. Both women still fighting each other. Ali Valkyrie hit free running forearm smashes on the roll. Becky hit a powerbomb, then a superplex off the top rope, and then spiked DDT'd Ali Valkyrie. Becky picked her up, went for the rock bottom as she was coming down. Ali Valkyrie reversed it into a pinfall. 1-2-3. We have a new NXT Women's Champion, Ali Valkyrie. Awesome job. Big fan of Ali Valkyrie. Becky, you could tell she was upset. She lost the title, but she handed it over to Valkyrie. Both women held the title up to end the show. Now, some segments happened. Backstage, Shotzi Blackheart did not dress up as Beetlejuice, thank God. She then dressed up as Pinhead from Hellraiser. And then they both dressed up as twin dolls or something. Anyways, they had a segment metaphor. As they were talking, a Keratorsaurus snuck in, took away the Heritage Cup. Noah and Dar is freaking out, want to know where his cup was. They blamed it on Chelsea Blackheart and Scarlett doing some hocus pocus shit. Nathan Frazier has challenged Dominic Mysterio to a match next week. A Halloween Havoc Week 2. He said, if you got the balls, he said, to face me for that North American title on the line, don't bring any backup. I want to see what you can do by yourself. So, Dominic responded on Twitter. He's accepted the match. But the question remains, will he do it on his own, or will he bring backup alongside Judgment Day? Let me know below. Do you think he's going to go one-on-one? I doubt it. I doubt Judgment Day somebody's going to be like Rhea Ripley or somebody. Or do you think he actually will face Nathan Frazier one-on-one for the North American Championship on the line? All throughout the night, they asked Dragunov, Corbin, and Camilo Hayes, did they take out Trick Williams backstage last week? Sorry, this mask is getting a little bit hot there. Whew, apologize. Camilo Hayes responded by saying, I did whatever I could do to win the title. But he never said that he was the one that attacked Trick, right? Dragunov was asked. Dragunov said, why would I attack the guy that I have respect for now? Then he kind of teased at the segment saying, well, maybe I was scared of Trick. But no, I wasn't, see? Then they asked Baron Corbin, he did. And Baron Corbin said, I did what I had to do to win that opportunity to face Dragunov next week, but it wasn't good enough. So, see, they didn't come out and admit they're the one attack Trick, but you could tell by the promos that there's a tease. I don't want it to be Camilo Hayes. That's the obvious thing they're going with. Throwing in a swerve. Have to be somebody we didn't expect to be the one to attack Trick. Chelsea Green was dressed up as Red Riding Hood, and she was sexy looking, by the way. And she had Piper Niven with her with a dog collar around her neck, dressed up as a werewolf. They approached Thea Hill and JC Jade because JC was celebrating backstage winning the tag team titles. They challenged them to the women's tag team title match, which is set up for next week for Halloween Havoc. Von Wagner was still training to get back to 100% to get his revenge on Braun Breaker for what he did to him at No Mercy. Last month. Mr. Stone said, I know I'm going to get my ass kicked in the match, but I want to do it out of respect for you because we're friends. And I'm your manager. Braun Breaker's going to kick his ass. I'm thinking maybe Baron Corbin or maybe Von Wagner will show up to help Stone. I don't know. But Braun Breaker better not lose to Stone, who's never even wrestled a match at NXT for a long, long time. There you have it, folks. Next week, Halloween Havoc Week 2. You've got action-packed matches. Nathan Frazier is challenging Dominic for the North American Championship. Will Dominic come by himself or have Judgment Day at ringside? Creed Brothers versus Alberto Guys at TLC. That's going to be huge. The finals of the Breakout Tournament. Jordan versus Lola Vice. The winner gets a shot at the new champion, Ollie Valkyrie. Tiffany Stratton versus Daisy Duke is set up. So there's 3 winner matches next week. Also, Chelsea Green, Piper Niven against Thea Hill and JCJ. If I said that, I apologize already. So 3 winner matches set up. Better than having 5. I gotta give him credit for that. 5 is way too many winner matches on one night. Braun Breaker versus Stone 1-on-1. And you got Camilo Hayes Dragunov free for the NXT World Championship. The rubber match. Camilo Hayes won at the Great American Bash. Dragunov won at No Mercy. Who's going to win the rubber match for the world title? Let me know below in the comments, folks. Stay safe, everybody. Have a good Halloween coming up. Too sweet, bye.